there folks, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another Pagani design. This one is the PD1649. Now I have reviewed one of these before, but it was an old one, and these ones have actually been around for several years. So this one came by, so I picked it up really to kind of see if, you know, we know that they keep saying that they were improving and they're making changes and doing things better on the newer ones. Well, I'm wondering, are they doing the same kind of thing with their older models as well? So let's take a look. It comes in this, I guess they're using up, you know, their old boxes, all the usual stuff in there, cleaning cloth, warranty card that is completely meaningless, and all the rest of the stuff. But anyway, the watch, here we go. Yeah, now those of you that know this know that this is a homage to a watch called the Altavia, kind of a motoring come piloty kind of thing, but yeah, it's not a bad looking watch if I'm honest. And the last one, I think I said it was too big. You know, I couldn't see why it was so big, and this one is exactly the same in dimensions, but we'll just run through those first just to kind of give ourselves a bit of a refresher. We got a case size of 44mm, including the crown is 47.4, got a lug to lug of 50.2, a thickness including this box domed mineral crystal, still using the mineral crystal, is 15mm. We've got a lug width of 22mm, an overall weight on this supplied leather strap of 22mm. The other one that I had came on a bracelet, and the bracelet was your usual kind of Pagani design thing. It was kind of okay, wasn't the best though, particularly at the clasps. So you know, putting it on a leather strap, this leather strap's not too bad. We'll come to that shortly. Let's move in on this dial and have a look and see what's going on there. And we've got that kind of textured finish, the graduated or fume type dial, and you've got some applied indices which are recessed into the chapter ring, and then you've got your Arabics, 1 to 12, excluding the 3 because that's where the date window is, and covering that at the moment is the minutes hand, which as you can see is semi-skeletonized, and the seconds hand just coming over the top of that now, which has got a kind of a wide balance end and a arrow tip on the end, and that does actually reach out all the way to the edge of that, well, the chapter ring or the rehort. The chapter ring is actually above it. There is a minute track sat right on the outside edge of that. We've got the Pagani design logo at 12 o'clock with their brand name situated just below that, and then just above the 6 o'clock we've got automatic, water resistant to 10 bar, 100 meters. So all that remains the same. It's got a, I think that's an acrylic kind of crystal on the bezel, and it is still bi-directional. It was bi-directional on the other one, and it is 90 click. Now the other one had a huge amount of backplay, the one that I had before. This one is, there we go, we've got that much, so not quite as much, which I think is quite impressive considering it's bi-directional. But we'll have a listen to it anyway. Yeah, it's quite loud, isn't it? Louder going backwards than it is going forward, or is it which way, whichever way? Yeah, it's not the nicest sounding one. It's quite light, but yeah, it does kind of line up, so that's not too bad at all. And it is a 90 click, so that hasn't changed. There has been the addition of, there we go, some AR coating, which I don't think the other one had quite as much of. But yeah, I've had no trouble reading this in any kind of light whatsoever. The finishing on it is, I would say, is probably slightly better than it was before. The brushing is a bit more even than the last one I had. This chamfered edge is the same, but done quite nicely, and brushing on the top of the lugs, and then your little high polish chamfer, and then you're brushing around that that back edge there, and I think there is improvements in the brushing. I think it's generally it's actually showing improvement. It is done to a better standard. The strap on this, it's padded, it is genuine leather, contrast white stitching with square punched holes, and when I wear this I'm on the third one from the end, so this will fit up to around about an 8-inch wrist, I would think. Flipping it over, there we go, genuine leather. As you can see, we've got the usual Pagani design exhibition case back, and then on the back there you've got your information. We've got water resistant to 100 meters, stainless steel, Pagani design, and then your model number, which is PD1649. You've got no quick release on the spring bars for the straps, but everything is brushed and the case back is screwed down. Movement inside this is the good old Seiko NH35A, 21,600 vibrations per hour, 41-hour power reserve, hacking and hand winding. The action of the crown on this one is nicer than it was on the last one I have. It's very smooth and it pops out nicely. Pull it out to the first position, and you can change your date. That snaps over nicely. It's nicely lined up in the window. Pull it out to the second position, the movement will hack, and then you can change your time. And we'll wind that round to midnight, and we'll have a look and see where that changes over. There we go, we're now starting. That's a fairly smooth transition, and then a couple of minutes before midnight where it changes over. So yeah, nothing wrong with that at all, but then again, you know, Seiko movement, it is going to be fine. Push the crown back in and then screw it up. No grittiness, no problems with it at all. So the I'm going to go with the crown is nicer. The finishing as far as the brushing goes is nicer. The bezel is better insofar as it lines up and doesn't have as much back play, and there's a bit more AR coating on that crystal. Would have been nice to see sapphire crystal, I guess, on there, because Pagani design seem to put sapphire crystal on everything else, so I'm not too sure why they've put a mineral crystal on this one. But still, there we go. Loom. Now, the last one wasn't very good particularly, and it's an area that I know that Pagani design, and you know, we've said it before 1,000 times, they are not renowned for their loom. Don't know what compound they use, but we'll give it a quick blast of the UV. That should scare it into life, and we'll drop the lights and we will take a look and see what's going on. So there we go. To be fair, it's reasonably evenly applied. It's not the brightest, hence the camera struggling a little bit. There's one or two kind of darker grey patches in there, so it doesn't last, you know, over long. It's the hands do kind of hold on there a little bit longer than the indices, but it's kind of all gone within an hour, so that hasn't really changed. But yeah, there we go. I mean, do I see the value in this piece? Well, I mean, if this is the kind of thing that you like, if you like your homage watches, I think you can pick these up for 65 GBP these days, maybe even a little bit less. I mean, you can even find them on eBay UK for less than that now. But it's not a bad watch. It's got some decent wrist presence. You either love them or you hate them. And as I've said before, you know, they are a thing. They do exist, so we will get them on and we will talk about them. But yes, there we go. That is the Pagani design PD1649. If you like this kind of content, please give this video a thumbs up. If you like the watch, give the video a thumbs up. If you don't like the watch, give the video a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I don't mind. Either way, feel free. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. Do you think that there's been improvements? Do you think there's been improvements with you know, any of their other pieces? Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Always happy to engage in the comments. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Cheers for now.